So from west to east, I would like to welcome the four coaches and congratulate them on being part of this tournament. Brad Lauer of the Edmonton Oil Kings, Jay Mickey of the Hamilton Bulldogs, Daniel Renaud des Cataractes de Shawinigan, and Gardner McDougall of the St. John Sea Dogs. First of all, Brad, your team seems built for playoffs hockey. How have the last couple of weeks prepared you for this prestigious tournament?
Well, I think the biggest thing is it's been a couple of years that we all been out of playoffs, so I think just getting back in the playoff form and being able to play those games, just the energy that it brings. The whole playoffs for us has been exciting for our group. So this is exciting times for our organization. Like I said, this is a long time coming, and our guys are very excited about it.
Jay, after 12 straight wins in the playoffs, your team faced some adversity in the OHL final. How did that epic championship series prepare you to enjoy some success at this event?
Well, I think, coming to the Memorial Cup tournament is very unique. It's not a playoff format. So to go through that tough series and play Game 7, in a do-or-die situation kind of mimics what we could be doing here. So I think it was, we were really pushed, which was great for our guys, and very fortunate to come out on top of it.
Daniel, votre équipe était sous-estimée lors de la finale de la LHJMQ. Il y a plusieurs experts qui ne donnaient pas cher de votre peau, mais vous avez remporté la Coupe du Président en 5 parties. Est-ce que ce statut de négligé est encore une source de motivation pour votre équipe pour le tournoi de la Coupe Memorial?
Je pense pas. Je pense qu'on a un groupe qui a eu beaucoup d'adversité tout au long de la saison. Je pense pas que la 7e place au classement général est représentative de notre équipe. On a eu des blessures à long terme à des joueurs excessivement importants. On a été chanceux en série. On a entamé les séries avec un line-up quand même relativement en santé. Je suis content de la façon qu'on performe à l'heure actuelle, mais je pense pas rendu à ce stade-ci de compétition qu'il y a une équipe qui peut être considérée comme négligée.
Gardner, unfortunately, the team did not get to experience a long playoff run this year and gain some experience. But at the same time, the team has had the chance to heal up and get ready. How are the guys feeling for Monday's big game?
Yeah, no, I think the last month has been exhilarating experience for everybody. They went through probably the most turmoil or adversity that they've had as hockey players. They've had to prove that they could be very successful in the regular season, and then the playoffs didn't go the way they would have liked to go. But sometimes you can win a lot. All these guys have won a lot to the left of me, but sometimes you can only go so far winning. Sometimes you got to be knocked down to go higher winning. So that's been our formula here, and really we're all about trying to get better every day. And the goal is improvement is the goal from where we start on Monday night.
So we're now ready for your questions. On est prêt pour vos questions. Derek?
Thanks. Hi, Gardner. Derek Van Diest, Post Media, Edmonton Sun, Edmonton Journal. I just want to ask you about the uniqueness of the situation you guys are in, and how did you kind of keep the guys motivated through the month long where they're kind of preparing for this tournament?
Yeah, it's a good question. I got to hand a lot of credit to the players. They've been outstanding. They've been very receptive. I watch these 3 teams on TV almost every night for the last month, and we can't emulate that in practice. We try the best we can, and we have to make up the fitness that you get from a 7th game and all the emotions and all that type of thing. So, but we've been lucky. We've had good resource people that have helped us. They've maybe have done the path before and had success with it, so it's helped us. But I have to give full credit to the players. They've been tremendous. The buy-in has been terrific.
And Jay, I want to ask you about, obviously, the final, the Game 7. Your kids obviously rose to the occasion. Do you have the best of both worlds? Because you didn't have a ton of playoff games, but then you did have that adversity that helped the kids get over that and rise to the challenge.
No, I think the whole experience of the playoffs for us was great. We're fortunate to play well enough to win 12 in a row. But those wins didn't come easy. They had to work for them. So it certainly wasn't a cakewalk through the first 3 rounds like a couple of the media have suggested. So I think the whole experience in general for these kids to be out of hockey for a year and a half, come in, go through that experience, and then play Game 7, a do or die. Getting that experience before coming here, I think, was really important, and it was great to see the effort that our guys had. That we had one of our best games of the playoffs. In that Game 7. So under that pressure moment and going through the emotions and experiences that the kids went through, definitely gained a lot from that.
Jordan.
Jordan Henry at the Ontario Hockey League. More of a question for Gardner, Daniel, and Brad. I just kind of wanted to hear a quick thought from the three of you on, you guys obviously saw a great 7-game series. What do you think is going to make Hamilton such a tough opponent in this tournament?
Do you want to start, Brad?
Sure, I mean, I think the whole year was good. I think they had an outstanding year. They showed it this year, right from the start to the end. They have some exceptional players in their team. And again, I think they've showed it in playoffs how good they are. And I think, again, I think all 4 teams are good here. It's going to be a lot of fun in this tournament, but Hamilton's shown all year that they've been right at the top.
Dan?
Well, yeah, obviously, they've got great players. You don't expect to play bad teams at the Mem Cup. Like, those 4 teams have serious chance to win it all this year. Hamilton, you don't win 55 games without having a great roster, a great team. They're well structured. They've got good depth, so it's going to be a great challenge for us.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I guess I watched him in my other position at Christmas and then in the playoffs. Never realizing I'd be in this chair against him. But when Trevor, I got the job, and after a couple of days, I got the schedule, and I seen we're playing OHL champion. And obviously, they had to go win it. But that day, I went to our trainer, and I asked him to order 25 new pair of skates with faster blades on them if we're going to play OHL. And then I also asked the trainer to order new sticks, long sticks that can intercept passes. So, yeah, it's going to be a great challenge. Yeah.
Matt?
Matt from CHL. Brad, I'm going to ask you, no Dylan Gunther for this tournament. Just how does that affect your approach to the next week and a half?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's disappointing that Dylan's not going to be available, but, he's a guy that obviously is not going to be replaced by one player. I think that's going to be done by committee. Unfortunately, injuries are part of the game, and our philosophy is just next man up, and we've been doing that all year. I'm sure every team has gone through it, whether it's sickness or injuries, all year long. It's always about the next man up, and again, Dylan, it's very disappointing because this is junior hockey's prize, and he obviously can't be part of it. But again, he's a big part of our team. He's still going to be around here, but we'll find a way. We unfortunately lost him in Game 3, so guys were able to fill in and make some adjustments there. So, we just got to move forward.
Daniel, I'm going to ask this question to you. You go through a best-of-7 series, best-of-5 and into the best-of-7, but, how does the approach change from, trying to prepare for that to then a tournament play where obviously it's a different structure?
It really doesn't change at all, because really the best way to be successful is to focus on that one game. You've got one chance to play one good shift, one good period. If you project yourself in the future, you're going to get lost. If you focus on today, make the best out of the day, and that's the same case for us every day, you're going to be successful.
Steve Turcotte in yellow over there.
Steve Turcotte, le nouvelliste pour Daniel. Daniel, vous avez gagné la Coupe du Président il y a 7 jours. Depuis ce temps-là, il y a eu beaucoup de festivités en Mauricie. Il y a eu une parade. Vous avez sorti à l'Hôtel de Ville. Vous avez fait plusieurs sorties. Comment on fait comme entraîneur pour s'assurer que tous les joueurs vont revenir focus pour le tournoi?
C'est tellement le fun de gagner qu'il faut laisser l'opportunité à nos joueurs de festoyer de la bonne façon. J'ai à ce point confiance en notre groupe. On a un groupe de leaders extraordinaires. Je sais qu'ils ont célébré de la bonne façon, ils ont vécu des bons moments, des belles émotions. Mais à partir du moment où on a recommencé à pratiquer, à savoir mercredi matin, ils ont mis à switch à on. Puis je suis très satisfait de notre semaine de préparation jusqu'à présent.
Daniel, tantôt tu disais, on arrive à la Coupe, il n'y a pas vraiment de négligé, mais quand tu regardes les classements, là, il y a entre 14 et 28 points de différence là, entre ton équipe puis les 3 autres équipes. Comment tu vois ça?
Je l'ai mentionné un peu tantôt, dans le sens que c'est 3 excellentes formations. Hamilton, Edmonton, c'est 2 clubs qui ont eu du succès de la première journée de la saison jusqu'à la fin des séries. St. John's, c'est une excellente formation aussi. Je m'attends à ce qu'ils jouent de l'excellent hockey. Il n'y a pas une partie qui va être facile pour aucune des équipes. Tant qu'à moi, ça va être tout un tournoi. Puis c'est tout le monde qui va en bénéficier, là. Les organisations, les partisans, tout le monde qui regarde du hockey au travers du Canada, ça va être une belle semaine.
Yeah, Gary.
Daniel, how you doing? I know that when you're in the battle, your own battle, you're not worried about what else is going on, but did you get a chance at all to see the Oil Kings or scout the other teams when you didn't, when you weren't playing in your series, I guess?
Well, did I watch games for sure? Yes, I did. Spent a lot of hours just watching great hockey, great teams. It's going to be a hell of a challenge for us. At the same time, pre-scouting, yes, obviously, but I want us to focus on us. If we've got a style of play, if we focus on our details within our identity, that's when we're successful and we play good games.
And one for Brad. Brad, I know it's been 2014 since the WHL has won the Memorial Cup. Is that weigh at all on the kids, or are they even worried about that, or how do you kind of feel? Do you feel like you're flying the league flag coming here?
I mean, no, I don't think so. I mean, as far as our kids, I don't think they're too worried, concerned about what's gone on in the past. They've always been a group that's been focused on in front of them, what's right in front of them, and I think, you know, we have an opportunity here to do something special, just like all these other teams here. And like I said, our main focus again is going to be game one. Like we said all the time, we don't go too far down the road. We've always looked what's right in front of us. Right now, it's just about getting ready for game one, making sure we're doing the right things, making sure we're prepared to win that game.
Back to Matt.
Question for you, Gardner. Illustrious career at UNB. Just what was it about this opportunity at this time that excites you the most?
I think, as some of these coaches mentioned, it's the most prestigious amateur tournament in the world, probably. And I've been a big fan of it for many, many years. And to get that opportunity to be part of it and try to make a difference with our group is lifetime. Like, I mean, we live our journey in life and we look at all of the successes we have. A lot of times our regrets are the things we didn't do or didn't take. So it's a big challenge, but you know, I'm looking forward to the tremendous opportunity and you know, and just the atmosphere. And I think what St. John's done as a host here to put on the ice and off the ice, and then the caliber of the teams here, I think you know, it's going to be long nights for coaches, but it's going to be great nights for fans.
Terry?
Gardner, how different is your team from 4 to 6 weeks ago?
It's a good question. Yeah. You know, obviously our team has proved in the regular season to be very worthy. And, you know, based on the playoffs, like our analytics guy said, we were ranked number 9 in the Q. So we're a bit of an underdog. And then if you took 9 and went across the CHL, we're probably ranked maybe 27th. So bigger underdog. And then if you said we haven't played for 39 games, maybe a bigger underdog. And then if you said the coach has no experience, only experience is one game with Todd McClellan and Swift Current in 1999 as an assistant, 3 games with Brad McEwen in 1999 with Swift Current. Maybe you say we're the overwhelming underdog. But we'll be excited to play first shift.
All that for Jay. How do you prepare for a team that maybe there might be some uncertainty of how they play? And just with that, ask you if you'll say status of your captain, Colton Cameron.
Gardner, are you healthy? Team healthy? A little less of an underdog, right? You know, Colton Cameron is a complete warrior for us. You know, our captain, fearless player, very physical, plays against top lines. You know, the shutdown role, puts up point, does everything for us. The small paw plays down low. He'll be missed. But you know what? I think a big part of the desire for our players, outside of everything else, to win that Game 7, a huge part of it was to do it for our captain. And you know, every team that gets to this point, outside of maybe Gardner's team right now, probably a little banged up, a little sore, a lot of ice bags that have been tossed around the last few weeks. But that's part of the game. And when guys are putting the ice bags on after big wins, they know that you know, those marks, those sorenesses are helping contribute to winning hockey games. So it's kind of a badge of honor. We will miss Colton Cameron and are banged up in other areas, but every team, most teams here are. So that's part of the game and part of what makes winning that so challenging, but also so rewarding.
Yeah. Any other questions? D'autres questions? We're good. So the press conference now comes to an end. Thank you, coaches, and best of luck for the tournament.